So it's Saturday, September the 9th, first day of kind of getting everything together with the clients, and I'm going to have a very busy day because I'm going to be in Ypsilanti all day. Family. So, I'm here at Vixen Fitness. I'm going to be here all day. I was just here earlier finishing up a pool party, a bachelorette party for one of our clients, one of our students, or the clients. And I'm getting ready to eat something now. I had to wait a little bit longer because we got cupcakes for our event tonight. So definitely I'm going to be diving into these. Trust me and believe, I will be diving into those. There is some, there's vanilla, chocolate, and I believe there's also like red velvet. So I don't know how many I'm going to have, but I've been pretty much eating clean the entire couple of weeks. The past week or so, maybe two, I've just been straight just sticking to vegetables, more so a vegetarian diet. With my eggs or maybe tuna every now and then. But other than that, I have the same meal all the time. You guys know my favorite meal to have is like my 4 eggs, spinach, and maybe some fruit or maybe some quinoa or sweet potato or something else. But that's just, eggs are just kind of my favorite for right now. I'm giving myself a break from eating meats. I mentioned before it's because it's expensive. And then 2, I just want to feel a little bit different, feel a little bit more energized, and just give my body a break from processing meat and what they do to our meat. Not that I'm trying to go vegan, it's just that's what's happening for me right now. If it sticks, it sticks. If it doesn't, please don't kill me. But other than that, yes, just been sticking with eggs, tuna, and every now and then I will have protein shake. Well, I like protein powders. They just for right now because I need to get my protein in. I'm going to be getting back into my bodybuilding routine again. So hopefully in this video I can show you guys how I'm planning out my entire life, like life skill planning. Like everything is changing for me. The change in my whole family life now. Not having my on the verge of divorce pretty much. I'm going through a divorce at this time. The kids are with their mom, which I've heard from her and the kids recently. And then dealing with having my brother and my niece in my home as, to keep me from feeling alone, important. But yeah, just the whole change in my family dynamic, and now the focus has really shifted to really just me. Now I gotta redo my entire schedule because everything was worked around, my family, around my stepkids and my husband. Everything was worked around that. So now things are a little bit different. I'm gonna be working more. I'm gonna be here kind of often, and I'm gonna be out doing a lot of spiritual things quite often too. So yeah, that's what's going to be happening. So hopefully in this video I can show you guys how I pretty much prioritize my life and making sure that my training, my cardio and training is fit into this new lifestyle schedule of mine. Hey, it is what it is. There's like a vegan vegetarian spot, like a bread spot near Vixen Fitness, near where I work. I'm gonna go there and pick up something to eat. The first thing I had this morning was my protein shake, so I'm pretty hungry, very hungry. So I'm showing you guys what I do to kind of have some good food in my system without having to, go for junk food. Let's just say that. So you're going with me. so good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
I want it. I want it. Nope, that's it. I probably failed to mention what's in the sandwich, but it has the same things that I try to put at home except for onions. But it has romaine lettuce, tomato slices, cucumber slices, onions, and cheese. I don't know what kind of cheese that is. Looks good. Tastes amazing. Oh, not to mention hummus spread. It's almost 2 weeks later. It's Wednesday, and it's actually September 19th or 20th. I've already went through my week planning. What I mean by is I've already planned it, and I'm going to show you. I've already pretty much planned my life or written everything down and tried to follow it, and I was able to follow it to a T, but I was able to see where I need to make some tweaks to my scheduling. So like I said in the beginning of this video, based on the way I edited it, I was going to show you how you can pretty much plan your life out. It's really important that you write things down and have a schedule for yourself, because it makes life a little bit less stress-free, or a little stress-free. I'm going to show you what my old one looks like, and then I'm going to show you what my new one looks like, since I'm in that week of following that plan, and it seems to be working really good for me, despite the fact that Mother Nature decided to visit. I have here is called Penultimate, so hopefully that the screen, well, the camera is able to zoom in and, you know, make sure that that's clear. But this is what the app that I use. And what you see in my hand is a bamboo stylus that I use for this tablet. And here's what it says right here. Let's see if you guys can see that. It says, getting my life together. Get your life together. So I'm going to go into here, and I already have like an idea of what my meal plan is. If you guys aren't aware, I am lacto-ova, I believe. I'm pretty much vegetarian. The only protein I eat is eggs. I'm not eating meat, so it's been about a month now. But this is actually what my weekly schedule looks like. So it's from Monday through Sunday, because it's easier to plan your life week to week, because it's usually the same. And then I have little notes off onto the side, and then I have everything pretty much scheduled, and I have it somewhat color coded. So I hope you guys can see this, and it's not making it hard for you guys to see. But yeah, I have things written down and planned out, and this is just kind of what my schedule looks like. With this app, as you can see, everybody's on my Instagram. With this app, you can write things out. So I'm going to quickly rewrite my whole schedule again, because it says my weekly schedule. So I'm just going to add another page. So at the bottom, I'm just going to add another page, and here we are. Alright, so as you can see, my updated schedule is done. I try to do this probably every 2 months. The reason why is because that's kind of how courses and my classes and things change from month to month, or every 2 months, or every 3 months. So I try to do this as often as I can, if need be, but I try to keep this schedule consistent, and so far everything is pretty much consistent except for finding the times for training. That had been a little bit difficult to find the time, not find the time or make the time, just, you know, make it consistent was the issue as far as timing is concerned, so that I'm able to take care of other things in my life. So I made sure priorities were in good order, and training was that second part. And as you can see, I'm too busy on Mondays. Well, I'm not too busy, but just Mondays I like to not train on that day because I teach 2 classes on that day at Vixen Fitness. So I like to get my spiritual life together and then just deal with that in the evenings instead of worrying about training, because I usually have to drive. So this includes drive time as well. So that's what I do, is include from 6 in the evening to 10 at night, sometimes later, because, you know, it takes me a little bit of time to drive. Same thing with Tuesdays. However, I'm able to do my training on Tuesdays. I'm able to do it on Wednesdays, even though I do like live here on YouTube with you guys on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. I didn't write that down, but I'm pretty much sure that's going to be an every other Wednesday thing, but we'll see. Thursdays, same as Tuesdays. As you see, I teach evening classes. That includes drive time. The class really doesn't start until 7 o'clock. So I get started to get ready at 6 and then leave by 6:30, and I'm there, you know, at least 15 minutes before. Class ends at 9:45. I usually don't leave until 10. So you see that kind of adds up all of the timing so that I'm not worried about rushing or, you know, not thinking about drive time and preparation time and all of that stuff. Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays tend to be a little bit more, a little less work that I have to deal with, you know. It's just I'm able to train Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Those are my 4 days. Saturdays I don't train because, again, I'm teaching 2 classes. On a Saturday at Vixen early in the day, I teach a conditioning class, which is similar to, you know, pretty much high intensity interval training, but it's pole conditioning. And then I teach a pole class. So, you know, there's my exercise for that day. If I want to add any kind of weight training, I would do it after, but most of the time I don't. I like to spend a lot of time working with my clients and, you know, paying attention to meal preps and things like that and keeping people on track. So I usually spend my Fridays and Saturdays doing that. And Sundays, this is really, let's just be honest, this is a rest day. It could be an active rest for me. Sometimes I might do some yoga at a yoga shelter, or I might just do yoga at home, or some kind of stretching or foam rolling, which I'll do a video on that if you guys ask for it. And this is pretty much how I do it. So I start off by writing down what are my requirements. For some of you, it might be different. Family was a part of my requirement here. So, you know, I don't have that, you know, anymore at this point. So all I have to really worry about is myself and making sure that my other priorities were taken care of. These were also added into there as well, but family was a requirement at that time. Taking care of my family, making sure they eat and, you know, get to school and all that stuff. That was a previous requirement, but it's not there anymore. So now all I have left is work and making sure I get to my meetings at the Kingdom Hall. So priorities: spiritual routine, my training, because that helps with stress management. Even if it's just cardio, I add that in there. My business, you know, and recreation. My business here really is YouTube, web design. You know, I design websites for other people, and I also do health and lifestyle coach. That's what I do now. So, and with YouTube, as you can see here, YouTube, YTB means YouTube, my beauty channel. I always find it easier for me to upload on Wednesdays, Fridays, or Sundays. I'm going to try to keep it at least 2 days out the week. So those are the best days for me. I seem to can get videos edited and uploaded those same days. Same thing for my YouTube fitness. It seems like Wednesdays, it used to be Monday, Friday, but Monday is just so busy for me. I'm not able to really sit down and get a video edited and done. Sometimes recording during the weekend can be quite difficult because all I do is my training stuff, my client information and client stuff. So, but yeah, Wednesdays is really good that I can upload a video and do live every other Wednesday. I'll mention that a little bit later on. And Saturdays I can get videos up, you know, because I can upload it Friday night and be done with it. And then as far as my clients are concerned, like I said, the weekends is the best time for me to catch them because Monday is the start of everything. And so I've pretty much gotten to everybody, made sure they're okay, or I know what's going on, or made any updates with them. And that's good. Although I am with my clients pretty much every day because of the app that I use to share our meals and kind of see what's going on and answer any questions throughout the day. So I'm able to do that every day. So if you're interested in online coaching, you can definitely check out my website. But this is just pretty much how I plan my life. You have to plan your life. If you don't plan your life out, there is no way that you're going to be able to manage your life without good time management skills. So as you know, good time management skills is really, really important if you are trying to live a healthy lifestyle. It helps, especially when you're trying to lose weight. A lot of times you are eating correctly and you're probably doing enough exercise. It may be sporadic, but it's good enough training and exercise for you to lose weight, but it's not happening because you're under stress. And usually a lot of times the stress that we are putting ourselves under has everything to do with how we're managing our time. A lot of times we're not managing our time properly. So if you write it down, more than likely you're going to be consistent in staying scheduled. Well, you're going to be consistent and stay on task from day to day, knowing what you have to do. It helps you to realize or recognize if there are certain things that you are doing in your life that's just a waste of time, like watching TV. Sometimes that's just a waste of time. You know, we all have recreation and hobbies, but they have to be put in their place. So always remember, you have priorities and you have requirements. Start with your requirements first. In most cases, for everybody, that's really work. It may be spiritual things, and family is included with that spiritual thing. So it's usually 2 to 3 things that you need to be required to take care of no matter what. Schedule those things in. Even if it's just time to sit and enjoy your family, schedule that in. If you don't, you won't stick to it. You'll just do things sporadically and it can get the best of you, and then they get neglected in that sense. So you don't want your family neglected. You don't want yourself neglected either, because that's where the priorities come in. So put your priorities where you want to. Everybody's priorities are not the same. So get those set up and schedule them and make them, put them where they belong and actually stick with them. So consistency with your diet and consistency with your training is just as important, but your consistency with your lifestyle skills, your time management is way more important. You can't put those in if you don't have good time management skills. So my tip to you or my suggestion to you is to write it out. Schedule it out. Even if you have to use your phone and use the calendar on your phone, do that. I write it down, and then I only certain things that are scheduled on my calendar is like appointments when I have new clients that are coming in. That's the only thing that's automatically set up to my calendar. Certain classes or certain parties that I may have to do with my job, I make sure that that's automatically scheduled in. But these things are what I'm supposed to do no matter what. So I should know these here. I don't have to put them in my I don't have to put them in my calendar. So I work everything around those most important things, my requirements and my priorities. And this helps you to know when to say no to certain things. If you don't have the time for it, it's okay to say no, because it's something more important that you need to take care of. And your recreation should be at the last. But you do need recreation, which means another form of recreation is rest. So you get as much rest as you can. But there are going to be times where you're going to want to enjoy watching TV or, just being alone by yourself, prayer, whatever it could be. So make
a schedule week to week. You do not have to buy an iPad and get this, you know, you don't have to get this app. This is just the app that I use, that it already has the calendar, like I can write into it because I'm still kind of old school. I like to write everything out. I'm not that big on trying to put everything in my phone, technology based. However, because I'm a teacher in that, I write it in my iPad instead of on some paper. But you can use some paper. It's no big deal. It's called a brain dump. Just do it. So, thumbs this video up if you found this very helpful, because I wanted to share with you guys, you know, more stuff on time management, because I know I share a lot of information on diet and nutrition and training and what good supplements and stuff like that, waist training, which I'm about to get back into those videos again. But time management is key. Very, very, very important. So thumbs this video up if you found that part of this video to be extremely helpful. Other than that, I will see you guys hopefully Wednesday. And if you're interested in online coaching, just go to the link down below in the description box. And I'll see you guys in the next video.